Okay, let's go take a look at the quest list and jump into the actual hunts. Oh, I need to go to my house and claim all the pre-order bonuses for Iceborne in order to get the layered set. Okay, all these other things have already been picked up. Should be able to set the layered armor from here. The Yukumo set, which is a shout out to Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, looks like this. It's sort of a Japanese wanderer looking set. It's pretty neat color scheme. The Silver Knight, which is very Dark Souls in design, has this sort of patterning on it, and it's pretty slick looking set. I had this on my early game armor set for a while in Iceborne. We can leave it on for now, and then maybe I'll turn it off once we finish crafting the updated greatsword set. We still have Elta without her helmet on, so we can see her face. Here's a tutorial for Raider Ride. This is another thing they added in Iceborne that'll be very handy out in the field. When you're out in the field, you can use Raider Ride to call one of the indigenous monsters, and they will give you a lift into certain parts of the stage, including to a point where a monster is located. And right away we got all of them unlocked for all the zones. This is because I did the side quest, which is nice. That'll make it so we're not hoofing it around all the time. What we can do is see if I have a quest for Basil. I might have to go and pull an investigation. I do have a Nergigante investigation. Want to go hunt Spiky Boy. Okay, there aren't any here. I have a couple options. I can see if I picked up any investigations for Basil, and if I haven't, if I go onto an expedition, it should be in one of the locales. It shows up everywhere in high rank. Usually at the worst possible time. I can pick a zone where it's at, go on an expedition, and then fight it there. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a singular Basil Geese one besides this one. This one is a regular investigation, but it's a one feint. It means you only get, if you feint once, you lose. And there's no way I'm going to get out of that fight without getting KO'd at least once until I learn how to do it with the sword. So let's go the expedition route. That's interesting. It doesn't show up on any of the reports. What we could do is start off the elder tracking quests and see if we just run into one. And then we'll check the map again later and see. Let's talk to the field team leader first. I don't remember how this quest starts up, but we'll see.
Keep it together, okay?
Alright. Well, we need to do these quests in order to further the story. I guess we'll go out into an expedition in the forest. We'll look around, see if anything worthwhile shows up. And maybe we'll get lucky and Basil will intrude here. I didn't do too many side quests out in this particular area. I don't think I really made a dent in the Elder tracks. We'll have to just see as we pour it in here. Alright. So far the game is stable. It does seem a little bit choppier than normal. But it's picking up okay on the capture. I'll just keep an eye on it for now. Hopefully once I get the new build up and running, the game will run better. And I assume Capcom is going to be patching performance issues, since a lot of people have been reporting them. Over the next couple weeks, the overall game performance should even out. I know when World originally launched on PC, it was a little bit rough.
Wait, this came from the Elder Dragon the field team leader assigned us to. Let's track it.
Oh, good. The original PC launch was a bit rough. I didn't play it till a little bit later after they worked out some of the kinks, but Capcom seemed like they did a good job of fixing the issues, since the one we've been playing up till now has been running pretty well on this computer. Alright. I guess all we can do for now is circle around and look for tracks. I wonder if there's a way to... Well, we can't set the tracks as a primary target yet. If we keep going... Oh, there we go. Hopefully we find them fairly quickly. Old windswept gashes. Oh, I know which monster that is. That wasn't the one I was looking for. What we can do after we do this particular expedition is recheck and see if the maps have shuffled around, and see if we have a Basil sighting. Oh, there's Puke. And Rathian.
Another thing I ended up doing, we can... Some Elder Dragon evidence. progress.
Oh good, halfway. This shouldn't take too long. While I was doing the side quests, I did a bunch of upgrades to the canteen and the farm. I'll go explain the farm one once we get back to base. The upgrades to the farm should make our job a lot easier. Okay, bar is almost full. A couple more tracks and we can jump back to base. What I might do is do the track gathering ones all at once and unlock them, and then do the actual missions, and then try and take down Basil in between. That might be the easiest way to go about unlocking the quests we need. And maybe we can loop towards the lower part of the map. It's been so long since I did this particular series of quests, I cannot remember if the tracks continuously respawn. I think they do. I don't think you have to reset the whole mission. That would be a little bit tedious. Back in camp. We can test out the radar ride function while we're here. I'll travel down to the lower part of the map and then keep looking for tracks. Let's see. Do I need to be down on the actual ground in order to call? There it goes. All right. Just like an Uber, we call a Jagras, and now we can tell it where to go. Let's go down here. Problem is, if we run across tracks, I'll have to stop it in mid-run here. You can tell it to slow down and walk if you are trying to pick stuff up. Otherwise, the monster runs along at a pretty good clip. It'll get you from point A to point B pretty fast, and you can do stuff like craft or drink potions or sharpen while you're doing this as well, which is kind of nice. Couple more footprints. Cut back up towards the middle and circle around the left side of the map. Hopefully some more of the tracks have spawned around here. We sort of covered the middle and the right part of the map, but we didn't go this way. think we're pretty close to where Anjanath normally hangs out. If it was on the map. Nothing here? I want to say we're maybe 2 or 3 sets of prints away from finishing the objective here. If I don't come across any in the next couple minutes, I might just leave and go on another expedition elsewhere. I don't want to just do this running around for the entire session. There's Rathian again. We're on the lower part of the forest now. Oh, hello. Here's the endemic life researcher. She gives you different tasks to accomplish, usually involving collecting indigenous life. And she gives you different rewards for doing so. Kulu, Spooky. If we continue to wander around the map for a little while, the monsters on there will eventually leave, and new monsters will spawn in, but I don't know if I necessarily want to wait that long. Realistically, we could continue on and take other quests.
This evidence is totally different from the other stuff we've seen.
Well, that's a tempered track. In high rank, there are stronger versions of the regular monsters you can find tracks for and get investigations for, and they're more difficult fights. And the tempered series gives different rewards, different upper tier gear upgrades. I don't think I'm really going to spend much time with doing the tempered quests outside of what the game requires me to do, since I can skip ahead to master rank and proceed with the actual game. The end game in vanilla Monster Hunter World was focused around doing tempered and arch-tempered quests, which were increasingly harder. But now that we have master rank ahead of us, we don't need to do that.